I don't actually support the Confederate cause. I really like their uniforms for some reason. I like the music too. I don't care. Dixie was one of Lincoln's favorite songs. This is Bonnie Blue Flag, but I'm talking about Dixie. Dixie was one of Lincoln's favorite songs. It was the South's worst enemy. It was written by a Northerner too. And this song, Bonnie Blue Flag, is actually based off of an older song called Irish Jaunting Car. Yeah, it was an Irish drinking song, and it's called Irish Jaunting Car. So, hey, and in the movie Glory, the Union soldiers are playing Bonnie Blue Flag or Irish Jaunting Car. Uh, I just think the uniforms are kind of interesting looking, so I don't care. They had a lot of diversity in it. I don't know. Uh, uh, Wanted to say a couple things. A lot of people talk about like a civil war and everything coming. I think that is a lot of that is just wishful thinking. Um, some people, like I heard some people say, well, we're already in a soft civil war. And I think that's probably just wishful thinking because let's face it, we're looking at the right and the left, kind of going out of their minds right now, and they're kind of it's getting worse and worse and worse. And a lot of us feel like, well, something's got to give. We want there to be a release of some sort. Something's got to be done about this. So some of us probably do think that at times that there's probably some kind of conflict coming. Uh, but a lot of that, you really don't really want there to be a war. It would be a bad idea. It really would be. I'm not, I do think that something revolutionary has to happen in our country. And in some ways, some things are like we have like a sort of a mini revolution going on with weed, because right now the states are basically being allowed to nullify federal law. It's kind of interesting. So that's states' rights. Uh, well, actually, the Civil War was caused by slavery, but I know a lot of people do believe in the states' rights things. That's why I don't automatically think a person's racist when I see them with a Confederate flag. But I digress. Um, I tell you what kind of war I am fighting. Not with bullets, but I'm fighting uh, a war of words against political correctness, which is overreaching. Anybody who can rub two brain cells together knows that this is a very hot situation right now, very dangerous situation. It's kind of starting to get out of control, and Linux might actually get in some serious trouble because of this SJW bullshit. Uh, so now it's getting to them. Uh, so I don't blame Linux. Actually, I really like what they're doing. I like the whole open software thing. I like the idea of that, and people can contribute to it. And yeah, I like that. Um, Seems very, very open ideas about the internet. I would imagine they'd be strong supporters of net neutrality, and I support net neutrality too very strongly. I got into it with Comcast one time. That's a long story. I'll get into that with another time. But anywho, right now I'm fighting a war against political correctness, which, let's face it, it's overreaching. It's overreaching. It's creating a very bad situation. That it's the greatest crisis that the regular people don't know about yet. A lot of us are starting to wake up, but there's a lot of people still that don't understand what this is and how profoundly serious it is. So we don't want a war, but here's the thing: of of the two sides, one side is afraid of weapons, is afraid of guns, I mean, I've heard that point. It is a valid point. Although I have met maybe a couple select liberals who did like guns, but I'm not putting this on all liberals. Actually, it's mostly SJW types. I'm not the most pro-gun person, and I'm not the most anti-gun person. I'm somewhere in the middle on that one. But I do think that the right to bear arms still applies. You know, the Second Amendment. There's a good reason for it because, I mean, some. If you ever ask the question, do you think one day there might be a war here? You know, do you want to be able to defend yourself if something did happen? I'm not trying to encourage anything. You do not. You do not go attacking people and starting wars. It has to come to your doorstep. It has to be like you're fucking in fucking Warsaw and the Nazis are in your uprising. It has to be like that before you can really be justified in taking up arms in that sense. Uh, but you never take the first shot. You let them take the first shot. I know that sounds kind of messed up, but yeah, that's how it works. And anywho, I'm not trying to fight a war with bullets. I'm trying to divert this into a sort of a prank war operation of mine. I guess I'm a kind of a troll, but I've argued that there's all different kinds of trolls. I define troll as somebody on the internet that causes mischief. And that could mean a lot of different things. That could be a huge bully, and yeah, I admit I've bullied before. I kind of I guess you could say I bullied a little, John a little bit just recently, but I do feel like a lot of that was due to years and years of pent up emotion just released, and I do need to just get past it now. I have to let it go for both of our sakes. I don't really give a shit about him, but I don't want yeah. I don't have anything to do with that asshole anymore. And I know he doesn't want anything to do with me, so whatever. And gone from my life. Anywho, we have to continue fighting our war. Our prank war. I have putting together some ideas for some thought-provoking things, you know, things that would be thought-provoking. Uh, and some interesting pranks, maybe something along the lines of something 4chan would probably come up with. Oh, I love 4chan. They're great. Anywho,